Let's talk about building construction here in Victoria 3. First area of concern is the construction sector. You do not want it to be where it's larger than what your economy can handle. And though it's tempting to try to even everything up across all your states, topping everything off can be a road to ruin. So slow your roll with that construction sector. On the other hand, feel free stacking up all kinds of builds. If we go to the production lens and say select resources, I can click on say coal mines and now see areas where adding another coal mine would be profitable. Those are the states with the green by them. Please do pardon the extra column. This is a mod that I'm testing out. Shows all the unemployed in the province. But looking at this, I should build a coal mine in Brunswick, Silesia, Westphalia, Alsace-Lorraine, and Brandenburg. Now, I was already building one in Silesia, Westphalia, and Brandenburg, but I'll add another coal mine just because that's how I like to party. We can go through each one of these and see where it would be profitable to build or not build. Same thing with industry. In this case, we also have to consider, what does our economy need? I'm Prussia, I need arms, and even though it would be a negative on my balance sheet, I need to look into adding some more arms industries to deal with the shortages I'm having. I can get a similar feedback on my railroad usage by selecting a state and looking at the infrastructure. The closer the state is using to all of its infrastructure, the sooner I need to add more railroad. Anhalt, not so much. Westphalia, yeah, it's a habitual offender. I'm always adding an additional railroad in Westphalia. If I click on the buildings, go to development, and then railway, I can see that the same mod that tells me how many unemployed I have also tells me how much infrastructure I am at. States like Hesse and Mecklenburg are going to need their railroads built out more soon than Anhalt or West Prussia. The mod's still in beta, he can't quite sort things out yet, but it's a great mod to have because now I can see where I have a need and build to it. If I hold down the Alt key and click to add a railroad to the state, if I hold down the Alt key to add a railroad to a particular state, it will still show as a normal build here, but if I go back to the building view and look at it in the queue, I see that it is now at the top. I like doing this where I'll just add industries in order as I need them, but I'll prioritize things like railways, barracks, ports, government buildings, and other things that help my state run more efficiently. Right now I'm letting it run with all my building paused, and you can see that my investment pool is growing. This is a secret source of funding that you don't see in your normal budget. As I'm not building, that investment pool replenishes. Or if the amount of building I have doesn't equal the amount of construction capacity I have, the investment pool will grow. At the same time, I'm also improving my credit situation. If I let the investment pool ride for a while and I go back to building, it will draw on that investment pool and help defray the expenses of building. Let's go there. I'll resume building. And now we check here, I'll hit pause again, that investment pool is now decreasing and is funding my building. It doesn't fund everything. Things like railways, barracks, ports, and other government buildings do not participate in that fund, but all my other industrial builds will. So this offers a strategy where we build for a while, run up a debt, and then pause the building to let this investment pool build up again, and also to let us repay some of that debt, and then we go back to building. And the reason we keep going back to building has to do with the budget. The more industry we build, the more tax we earn. So if I keep building these, eventually I'll get to a point where I've got so much industry going that I can maintain a full build queue and still have a positive net balance every week. And then with that positive balance, I could reduce taxes or run up my gold reserve so that way I could fight a war later on. Pro tip, those wars are going to be very expensive. So that's how you play this game economically. You've got to learn how to manage that build queue, how to go between pausing and building and taking advantage of that investment pool. It's down to 0 now, so if I pause again, it will build back up. And as I build more and more of these, that will improve my tax number. I hope this helps you out and improves your fun with Victoria 3.